Okay.
Hi, Lara. So I'm joined by Lara, who is an actress who's worked with Theatr Brycheiniog over the years. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Okay.
What was your first impression of Theatr Brycheiniog or Theatr West Glamorgan, as they were called?
So it was my first ever audition actually for Theatr Nog, back when I was in third year of drama school, and I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because I'd not auditioned before professionally. And I just remember them being so warm and friendly. I remember Daisy greeting me at the door and offering me a cup of tea, and just being so lovely and warm. And made sure I have everything I needed and everything. And then, yeah, going into the audition room, getting there, and everyone was so kind and like put me at ease and were just so lovely. And yeah, I just remember like the whole atmosphere feeling like such a family vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah,
totally does. And
just
I
a really
think
warm,
that continues,
lovely.
doesn't it, when you work with them as well, that kind of feeling of
Oh,
family is, yeah.
yeah,
You.
absolutely. And they're so loyal, lovely.
Have you got any kind of particular memories that you would like to share, or any silly stories of your time with them?
Yeah, quite a few to be honest. I remember, I mean, in general, like every show I've done with them has just been so fun in general, and like the whole company has been so fun. And I remember during White Feather, which was the first one I did with them, Kieran Bailey's character during White Feather came on stage one show and had to say hey to me in an angry way, hey something, can't remember now. And he came on stage, and as he said it, he handed me a piece of hay where the audience wouldn't have known. But I had to take this piece of hay, and I was like, what? And then the rest of the run, we basically had to try and give each other pieces of hay throughout the whole show for no reason at all.
I love that. That's brilliant.
And then also during which was the outdoor test event for the Welsh government when they were like in COVID times trying to open things back up again. Um, it's not really a funny story necessarily, but it's just how like Nanog navigated that time and how we were rehearsing inside, social distancing, and then it would get to like a song, and obviously with singing you weren't allowed to do that inside, so we had to start miming, and then Barney, our MD, would be behind a glass and he would start miming, start singing, sorry, while we were miming, and it was just ridiculous. But like how they navigated it was like so admirable and amazing.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, to continue theatre making during that time. So cool.
I know we were lucky as freelancers, really, to have them to kind of get us through it, weren't we?
Yeah, they were so good. Yeah,
Yeah, and
so
would you
good.
say that it's had a kind of an impact on you working for them as a company?
Definitely. I think, to be honest, I don't think I would have had like the career I've had without them, without that first job. Partly because of like the contacts I made, I guess, but also just like giving me the confidence and the experience to be like, yeah, I can do this. I can be an actor. Um, yeah, which is something to kind of, you can't give yourself that confidence sometimes. So it's like really nice to have someone there being like, yeah, you can do it. You're good enough, you know. So yeah, I truly think I don't think I would have had the career I've had without them. So really, really grateful.
Well, we ended up
Yeah.
working together, didn't we? From that, really, because I came in
We
to direct
did.
White Feather in Cymraeg in Welsh.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, we ended up, I was directing you in a film for It's My Shout, The
Yeah.
New Beginnings.
Yeah, which was
It's great, wasn't
lovely.
it? Because that contact was through Nanog, really, that we knew each other.
Literally.
And so that was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I've had another one with Barney where he's recommended me for something and stuff. So yeah, really grateful. It feels like everyone really supports each other.
Yeah, yeah. What about kind of audiences? What do you think that how important is Theatr Nanog for particularly school kids, I guess?
Yeah, so important. I think it kind of, I mean, it inspires them. I'm sure it inspires everyone, but especially young people, like either to, if they have an interest in being a creative freelancer, then like it would absolutely inspire them to do that. But even in general, like I think the shows that they do and the morals that the shows that they do tell, like I think are so important, and because the stories they tell are kind of stories that aren't told a lot of the time, but they should be told. So yeah, I think really important. And like they also do so many things. Like they work with the National Waterfront Museum in Swansea and like do workshops with them. and obviously do all the Q&As after the shows as well with the kids. So yeah, I think so important to inspire them
Yeah,
basically in so
because
many
that's great,
ways.
isn't it? That the kids get a full day of kind of like the history with the museum, that kind of collaboration with the museum is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it really makes it a kind of immersive experience for them. Um, yeah, and I guess like young people learn in such different, might struggle that long, but then they get to go and experience it in doing the workshops and doing the immersive things. So yeah, so
Thank you. Have you got anything like, would you like to kind of say anything to Theatr Nanog for their 40th?
happy birthday to Theatr Nog for your 40th. You're amazing. Such a brilliant company. Got to mention Gaynor as well, of course. She's such an amazing, inspiring lady. Who's yeah run the company for I don't know how many years now. But yeah, brilliant.